Welcome back to Introduction to Programming and Problem Solving series. In this particular video, I will look at practical demonstration of variables in Python. So, for this video, I want to use an online Python interpreter. So, open any web browser of your choice, then just type online Python. We said Python is an interpreted language, so I'll be here. Okay, so let's use this. Okay, so we can clear everything here. Okay, so in Python, as mentioned earlier, you don't need to define the variable type. So you just have to write the name of the variable that you want. So let's say x equals 50. Okay, so the moment I come here and I say print x, it's supposed to give us 50. So we have 50 here as our output. Okay, so there are conventions you said or rules using to create variables. Okay, first the variable name followed by the assignment operator. Okay, then followed by the value assigned to the variable. Okay, and then we said that every variable, each variable, okay, in Python, you can start a variable with an underscore. So underscore y, because let's say 60. The moment I come and I say print, I use the print function to print out underscore ya. Supposed to give us 60. Yes, so this is 60. And we are saying that Python is very case sensitive. So if I'm to change this small y to a capital Y, let's see what happens. It will tell us that there is no variable as such here. So this is not defined. So it's actually been trying to point us to the variable that we expected. He said that in Python, you don't name a variable or you don't start naming a variable with a number. So let's try 1, let's say 5. 1 equals 1 here equals 60. Let's just try executing this and let's see what happens. There's a syntax error, meaning that in Python you can't use a variable, a number to start with the name of a variable, but you could use an underscore or a letter as illustrated earlier. Okay, so that is it for declaring variables. So let's look at changing variable names. Okay, so let's say we have a variable name age equals 50. Okay, so let's say print age. Sorry, age. The moment you execute this, it's supposed to give us 50. Okay, so you have 50. So you can just change this variable name by just coming here and overwriting the location. So you can just say another age. And instead of 50, let's have a string here. Let's have a string here. Let's say 50. And then we come here, then we type print age. The moment you execute this, 50 here, that is the new, and then this is the old one. So let's rub this off and then let's see. Let's just get this, because this one, what happens is that Python is an interpreted language. So it converts this code line by line. Okay, the moment it converts this code, it executes. It converts, it executes. So what happens here is that this code is being converted or being interpreted, then executes. It comes to this line, follows this line. Okay, so let's get rid of this and let's see what happens here. Now realize that the value for age has changed to 50. So the moment I put print age here, what actually happens here is that this print statement, okay, actually considers this age because there is no other age here. Okay, so let's see what happens. It's going to give us 50. and this. But the moment I come here and then let's say I delete this and I type age equals string 50. Let's see what happens. It's 50 here. So what is happening is that at this particular instance, age is 50. Okay, but this value in the container age was overwritten with this. As such, this no longer exists. Okay, so this is the new age that we have here. Okay, so the next thing we'll be looking at is assigning multiple variables. Okay, this is a way of creating. You don't have to go to a separate line to create more variables. So all you have to do is that you just come here. Let's say you have variable A, B, C. Okay, I come here and then I write A is equal to, let's say, 5, comma, B could be, let's say, 6, or let's say 6, and then C could even take the form of a string. Let's say hello. And the moment I come down here and then I print, I come down here and I print A. Okay, so print A. Let me print. Okay, let's run this first. So this actually is assigned to this value respectively. You can see them here. So this is assigned to this, this to this, and this to this also. So that is it. So when I come here and I ask it to give me print B. Let's grab, let's say C. Let's see what happens. It's going to print them on different lines, 5, 6, and hello. Okay, so that is it for variables. Let's look at this last example. That is checking the variable type. So how do you do that? You haven't used the type function. The type function actually helps you determine the type of a variable. How do you do that? You just come here, if you want to print it out, you have to use the word print. Okay, print, then you open this bracket. Okay, then you type type. Type is also a function that is used to check the type of a variable. Then you do this. Then let's enter any variable type. Let's say E, yeah, and we execute. This should tell us that B here is a number or an integer. So you see. So you have class integer telling us that B here is an integer. So the moment we have C, we put in C here. You have C is a string. Any number that is in double quotation in Python is considered as a string.